Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Quarter Brown Fletcher, your founder, your CEO of Breathe Easy nonprofit foundation, and your co-owner of Breathe Easy Fitness Studio. What's going on these streets today outside of needing some gas, huh? You guys better go out there and make sure that you fill up just so we're prepared, okay? We don't want you stranded anywhere because you've neglected to prepare, right? To all the ladies, did you not have an amazing Mother's Day? I know you did. I certainly did. So, again, from me to you, happy Mother's Day. I wanted to come on for two reasons, okay? First and foremost, to say how grateful I am when God said in his word that your gift shall make room for you. I've interpreted that to be like your gift doesn't ask permission. Your gift doesn't need an invite. Your gift makes room. So that way when you walk on the scene, all you got to do is take a seat and operate and execute. And so I am grateful for the gift of encouragement that God has blessed me with. And as a result, he uses that as a springboard, to other things that I'm able to do well. And so, as you guys know, I've been a mixed fit instructor now, probably for about 5 years. Yeah, since 2016. And then shortly thereafter, I became not shortly, but years later, a Tier 1 fitness instructor, kettlebell certified, right? And then during that process, I was working on get my certification to be a personal trainer. Oh my gosh, if you want some work, go be a personal trainer. I was like, am I about to be a doctor? Because you got to know all that stuff. But I am grateful for my commitment to get the information. And of course, earlier this year, I became a commit dance fitness instructor. So yay. But back to being a personal trainer, I could have not imagined that a little over 8 months or 7 months after being certified, that I would have to really get serious about my skill set in that space. Early on, I was just training a couple of people to include my two sisters. And I was content because my goal was just to, kind of help them. Fast forward, the opportunity presented itself where I had to become a little bit more aggressive in that space. And God has blessed. God has blessed immensely to the point where I'm growing. I created an opportunity for another young lady to partner in with me. Y'all know Coach D Nice. She and I teach a 5 a.m. boot camp on Saturdays. So my goal wasn't just to get it all for myself, but the law of multiplicity is so important. And so she's an amazing partner to be able to collab with, right? But during the week, Monday through Thursday, I am doing a 5 a.m. Boot camp. Monday, Wednesday is basic. Tuesday and Thursday is intermediate, a little bit more advanced. But you guys, I share that to say, I'm looking at women who are well over, 300, 350 pounds, having an opportunity to get in there and work. Y'all know what I mean? Unless you've been put in a position where you struggled with something, but you didn't want to be there, and you gave everything you had to make that change. And finally, you run across an individual who says, I'm going to take you hand in hand, even through this pandemic, and ensure that you get success. I'm instrumental, but these individuals are the deciding factor. So I'm very excited about that. If you yourself are interested in taking some group fitness or group personal training, please hit me up. Please inbox me. I'll be excited to share that with you, and we can go from there. So the other testimony I want to get to is for you guys to continue to believe God. So just to give you the CNN version, something went on with my AC where it went out. And y'all know we've had some hot days. When we got someone to come in and give us a proposal, he told us that, it also affected your furnace. Now, don't get me wrong, the furnace still worked, but the AC and furnace are connected. And what I didn't know is they're both 20 years old, over 20 years old. So they're like, we can fix it, but you never know when something else is going to break because it's over 20 years old. I'm like, oh no. Okay. And so no big deal. I'll just get a new one. New AC, new furnace. Until they hit me with, it'll be $7,000. Duh. $7,000. No way. I'm trying to get a new fence in the backyard. And that's about $6,500. So during the process, God began to speak to me. I called my homeowner insurance. I had a conversation with them. Would you guys believe that my hot water tank started acting spotty? I was like, you got to be kidding me. A house that foundationally looks this great got all this old stuff in it. So the guy came out from Ziegler for that. And guess what? The hot water tank was over 20 years old. So collectively, to get all those things replaced was probably around $10,000. We're not talking about defense. So I filed a homeowner insurance with everything that's going on across the country. It delayed. Fast forward, I finally got a lady, heard everything. We talked it through, and she says, listen, here's what I'm going to do for you. And she told me what she was going to do. Now, when this other guy came out to get the proposal, to do an appraisal on what happened, he says, oh, I noticed that some shingles on your roof have fallen down. I was like, yes, it has. He said, well, we'll go ahead and throw that in. Okay, sounds good. And so AC, furnace, hot water tank, shingles on the left side of the house. All of that got balled up in my claim. And I got a brand new furnace, a brand new AC, a brand new hot water tank, and a guy's coming out to do the roof. Okay. You cannot beat God's giving. And so sometime, I've had my oldest son, I've had different people be like, you just be giving out everything. You give too much. That sounds kind of odd. I love giving. I love blessing people. I am not pressed about money, not in the sense that I don't manage it well, but in the sense of God lays on my heart to bless somebody or buy something for somebody or to let somebody get this or that, I'm going to do it. Okay? And what he does is he ends up blessing the seed of my hand. So the law of multiplicity, like I was telling you, is absolutely amazing. So I want to encourage you. If God has laid on your heart to bless somebody, bless them. I don't care how prosper they look. I don't care how well off they appear. Because not many of us are going to plant seeds on soil that is dry, broken, and not bringing forth any fruit. But I'm grateful for those individuals that continue to bless me. As a giver myself. Shout out to my BF, Sharika. I love you. Thank you so much for sewing into Breathe Easy with some of the equipment you bought. Tosh, as I mentioned to you, thank you so much. You are the second individual who has purchased supplies and, things like that to ensure that Breathe Easy has what it needs. And needless to say, my husband has been very supportive in that space as well. So I'm really grateful that we're operating in a spirit of excellence, not only in the studio, but God has been able to bless my home as a result of giving. And so the way to get blessed is to ultimately give, right? There's a cliche that the old mothers used to say, God can't put a blessing in a closed hand, okay? So leave your hands open to bless others and to indeed receive a blessing. I know this video was long, but I wanted to share because somebody's believing God either for their child's tuition, to get a new house themselves, to buy a new car, to get a new hot water tank in your house. Whatever you're believing God for, believe him knowing that he who has promised is faithful. Again, I'm your girl, Quetta Brown Fletcher. Inhale, exhale. It's not just a cliche. I can help you live. Deuces.